Hey, what's up guys, Midget HD here, and I have another A350 model. This is a Cathay Pacific A350-900XWB. This is made by Eagle, which is a new, I'm not sure if it's a series or just a branch of Phoenix models, but this is in 1 to 200 scale, but it's Eagle. So yeah, but they're still under the name of Phoenix models. So anyway, I'll get into this model, but I'll show you around the box, and as I do, I will give you some information about Cathay Pacific and the A350. Not too much about the A350, more about Cathay. By the way, this is my second A350 model. As you can see, there's the other A350 model I did in my last video. The Qatar Airbus colours. So yeah, and this is my second Cathay Pacific model, and I've got another one on the way, 777-300ER, the second one, just in its regular colours like this one. And it's my, I guess you could say, second Phoenix model, because it's still technically a Phoenix model. Okay, so Cathay Pacific's operations base and their headquarters are at Hong Kong Cheklapkok International Airport. It's a really cool airport there. I've been there a couple of times. Hong Kong's a pretty cool city as well. They're mostly owned by Cathay Pacific because they hold the largest share in the company. Cathay was founded on 24 September 1946, and it has 112 destinations across the world. It has 145 aircraft in its fleet, but with the A350 it has 22-900s on order, which will replace the 777-200 and the A340-300. A340-300 currently flies into Auckland Airport, where I am right now. I live in Auckland. And their first delivery of the 900 will be around February 2016. They're also ordering 26 of the Dash 1000 series, and they'll be replacing the 747-400s and the 777-300s, not the ERs. With this aircraft, Cathay Pacific might possibly fly to Auckland first, or one of their first routes. Routes. I'm not American. I just watch a lot of American stuff, by the way. So it may be one of its first routes, which will be replacing the A340-300. So messed it up a lot there when I was speaking, but anyway, let's get to the model. So here we have it, and as you might know from a video earlier I did, as you can see the black plane in the background. I'm stuttering on my words so badly. The New Zealand 1787, you would know that the quality is not so good with Phoenix or Eagle, same thing. So I'm expecting a lot of differences. A lot of bad detailing, and I can spot some already. But anyway, we have a chrome stand, metal, or chrome looking stand, not chrome. It's then we have the base of the stand, and it seems like we get a screw with it to screw it onto the base so it doesn't fall out, which I'll get to later. And here we have the model itself in the middle, and that is beautiful. I like the livery, and I hope the detailing doesn't spoil the aircraft too much. So let's get onto this. So I'll just bring the tripod down. Okay, there we go. Move that out of the way, bring this in closer. Okay, let's start here right at the front with those cool cockpit windows. I really like it. It's like it's got a eyeliner on the front of it. It's weird, but I think get used to it. By the way, I'm not sure if the registration of this aircraft is going to be real or if it's a fantasy registration. But if someone knows, please tell me in the comments. Under the cockpit windows, we have all the pitot tubes and static ports. Then we have the Cathay Pacific logo, that little the paint stripe looks like a dove. Then we have Asia's World City, part of the registration on the gear AA, or on the gear door. And then we have, oops, focus, Hong Kong, One World logo, and yeah, that stuff there. Then we have the Cathay Pacific logo, titles, and there on the inner of the wing we have the headlight, and then we have the massive Rolls-Royce Trent XWB. This is based off the Trent 1000s, which are on the 787. So you can see the Rolls-Royce logo. And let's have a look at the engine. Not as detailed, definitely not as detailed as the in-flight engine on the Qatar model I've got. But it does spin, which is good. But I'll be doing comparisons once I get my JC Wings A350s, and my other in-flight A350s. And I don't think the wheels, the hubcaps on the wheels are supposed to be that big. I might be wrong, but I don't think they were that big. Okay, so we have here the winglet, or a continuing part of the wing, because it's not really a winglet. We have the red navigation light, or the port side light, navigation beacon, or navigation light. And then we have the leading edge slats, as you can see. And we continue down the aircraft. See that nice, like a lime green stripe. Then we have the Swire logo. As you know, they hold the biggest stake in the company of Cathay Pacific, so they basically run the show. Then we have the registration, B-EAA, or Bravo Echo Alpha Alpha. Then we have the Cathay Pacific logo again, and now we turn to the APU. Very nice. Oh, there's my stomach, if you heard that. Then we have the same on the side cockpit windows, Cathay Pacific logo, Asia's World City, Cathay Pacific titles, and the part of the registration on the gear. Moving along, we have the engine again. This one spins. Very cool. Yeah, could have done a lot better job on most of the aircraft, but you know, they're not specified on 1 to 200 scale. Then we have the winglet again with the green navigation light on the side, or the starboard side light. And then we come to the back of the aircraft. Oops. And we should have a cargo door there. Yes, we do. We have a cargo door. It's really hard to see the markings on here. They're not printed so well. Swire. There's the registration and the Cathay Pacific logo on the tail. Alright. So now I'm just going to give you a look underneath the aircraft. Okay. There we have the gear. Rolls really nice, rubber. It's probably one of the best features considering it's Phoenix. Antenna, A350-XWB logo. Can't turn it around far enough. There's the hole for the stand and just a painted on beacon light. There we have the wheels. They don't tilt. They don't tilt. That's disappointing. But they're fixed. You can't take them off. Yeah. Then you can see all the markings for the slats and the flaps underneath the wing. And you can see the number 1 engine and the registration, all those markings. And we continue down. We have, no, there's nothing there. down towards the end. Nope. Okay, now let's have a look on the top of the model. Okay, we have an antenna there, sorry, not antenna, a GPS system. It's not sharp enough, it doesn't really stick out as well as it should. Antenna, same thing with these, don't really stick out as they should, but these are, I think, might be UHF receivers. I still got to check that out. Then we have all the markings on the wings, those flaps, slats, spoilers, speed brakes, and all that stuff. Same on this side. There you go. There's an antenna there, and then we come to the horizontal stabilizers. As you can see, there's that little grey dot on this side, and on this side as well. That's to light up the tail at night, illuminates the tail at night time. So yeah, now I'll just put it on the stand. I'm not going to use a screw for the stand. I'm not going to waste any time doing that, so just stick that in and it should just stay up anyway. It's kind of like a rubbery feel, the base. Yeah, it's kind of rubber feel. It's not okay. That's not going to stay on, but you get the idea. I'll just hold it there for now. Okay. Let me wind this thing up. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. It's a good level. Okay. And that's what it would look like on the stand, which is pretty cool. Alright. So actually, before I end the video, I just want to point out here, if I tilt this forward a little bit, without it falling over, actually I'll just hold it there, you can see the winglet. It's curved too far in. It doesn't curve in that it curves back into itself, but it curves too far in. It should still slightly have an angle more out that way, if you get what I'm saying. That's one thing Phoenix didn't get right, along with the engines and their detailing, and yeah, they need to get some things right. But anyway, this is a cool model, and I'm happy to have it because one day, hopefully, just after they start their inaugural A350 flight, that they'll be flying into Auckland, which will be cool. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave in the comment section. I'll be happy to ask any questions you have. Also, subscribe if you haven't. I have 2 more models which should be due next week, so stay tuned for those. They're all heavy aircraft, big wide bodies, both with 4 engines. That gives you may give you a clue. Also, check out my last video, which will be in the description, is the Qatar A350. What else? I think that's it. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.